Hello, welcome to Daily News from Marja'iyat TV. Scholarly meetings of His Eminence Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom, Iran. The scholarly meetings hosted at the house of His Eminence Grand Ayatollah Shirazi on last Thursday focused on a question about the Islamic principle of no harm is allowed in Islam. To clarify on this principle, the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi stated that according to the majority of scholars, certain Islamic rulings are revoked if they inflict harm on individuals. However, the way to determine the amount of harm required for revoking an Islamic ruling varies from one case to another. For example, the amount of harm that revokes the obligation of fasting might not be enough to revoke the obligation of Hajj pilgrimage. Furthermore, the rulings on killing animals and insects, the extent of authority given to the Islamic ruler, and several other topics were discussed in these scholarly meetings. Baraka Foundation honors Shawwal 8th in Holy Kabalah, Iraq. Al-Baraka Foundation, affiliated to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Baghdad, the capital of Iraq, hosted a ceremony to honor the 8th of Shawwal. This ceremony commemorated the memory of the Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them, on the anniversary of the demolition of the Al-Baqi shrines in the holy city of Medina. Kabalah Cultural Foundation honors passing away of late Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. Kabalah Cultural Foundation, affiliated to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, held a conference titled The Political Thought of Shirazi to commemorate the anniversary of the passing away of the late Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Shirazi. Sheikh Nasser al-Asadi and Dr. Khalid al-Ardawi took part in this conference to talk about the scientific, cultural, political, and social contributions of the late Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Shirazi. Husayniya of Imam Hussein bin Ali honors World Day of Bari in Beirut, Lebanon. The Husayniya of Imam Hussein bin Ali, affiliated to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Beirut, the capital of Lebanon, held a ceremony to commemorate the World Day of Bari. Sheikh Rizwan Darwish was the main speaker at this ceremony, during which he talked about the demolition of the Al-Baqi shrines. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi holds scholarly meetings in Basra, Iraq. The office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Basra in south of Iraq resumes its scholarly meetings on a daily basis. These meetings are administered by Sheikh Nazar al-Hassan, the director of the office of the Grand Jurists, Clerics and Seminarians. Discussions on Islamic beliefs and jurisprudence were the main focus of these meetings. Thousands of protesters called for reconstruction of Al-Baqi shrines. Thousands of Shia protesters in Digar province of Iraq took part in a march to condemn the demolition of the Al-Baqi shrines by Wahhabi extremists in the holy city of Medina and called for the rebuilding of these holy sites. The march was organized on the orders of the officers of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi on the World Day of Al-Baqi shrines on Shawwal 8th. Thousands of protesters held placards and banners calling for an end to the anti-Shia policies in Saudi Arabia. Imam Hussein Institute distributes food baskets to needy in Holy Kabalah, Iraq. Imam Hussein Institute, affiliated to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Kabalah, distributed hundreds of food baskets to needy and low-income households, coinciding on Shawwal 8th, the World Day of the Al-Baqi shrines. Imam Hussein Institute commemorates World Day of Bari in Istanbul, Turkey. On the orders of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, Imam Hussein Institute, affiliated to the office of His Eminence in Istanbul, the capital of Turkey, held a seminar to commemorate the World Day of the Al-Baqi shrines on Shawwal 8th. The seminar was held on Tuesday, hosting Sheikh Jalal Maash, one of the representatives of the Grand Jurists. In his remarks, Sheikh Maash said, "The principle of imamate cannot be separated from Tawheed and prophethood. Without having faith in imamate, which consists of Tawalla and Tabarra, one cannot have a perfect faith." He then explained about the responsibilities of Shia believers with respect to the demolition of the Al-Baqi shrines. Rasul Hussain Institute donates financial aid to orphans in Mazar Sharif city of Afghanistan. Rasul Hussain Institute, affiliated to the office of His Eminence Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Mazar Sharif city of Afghanistan, made donations of financial aid to hundreds of orphans in this city. The humanitarian work was conducted in collaboration with Ahlul Bayt Charity Institute, affiliated to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Kuwait. Karbala Charity Foundation honors participants of Quranic meetings. The Quranic department of Karbala Charity Foundation, affiliated to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Kabalah, held a ceremony to celebrate the top participants at the Quranic meetings of this center during the holy month of Ramadan. Over the past years, this center has held continuous programs to promote public awareness about the Holy Quran. More than 100 Quran activists received prizes in this event.